Hi everybody, I'm Steve LaWarre, the Director of Horticulture at Meijer Gardens and Sculpture Park. It's 10 o'clock on Wednesday evening, the 11th of July, and this is Amorphophallus cognac, or called the corpse flower. And if you've been watching us on Facebook and social media, you've been seeing pretty consistent updates as far as this flower goes. We've had it for 18 years and it's flowering for the very first time for us. And we've been predicting that anytime between today and Saturday the 14th that it would start to bloom. And we noticed, because of our great media partners, we noticed on the live feed that it just started opening late this evening. So a number of us just had to run out and check it out firsthand. And it is truly starting to open, as you can see here. We're starting to see the beautiful purple inside of this flower. This is the spathe on the outside and the spadix in the middle. It's the world's largest compound flower. And I measured across the spathe here. If I carefully get closer, if I measure across the spathe, we're right about at 25 inches right now, so just a little bit over 2 feet. And I suspect that over the course of this evening and into tomorrow morning, that this flower will continue to open, and that tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be a fantastic day for you all to come out and see this and smell this firsthand. Now, starting at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, maybe 5:45, right around in there, we've got our great local media sponsors. So your favorite local news channels will be here to do some live updates. So you'll make sure you want to catch that tomorrow morning, starting at 5:30, 5:45, and then throughout the day tomorrow, we'll be sharing updates with you. And I am just now starting to be able to smell this. So even though it smells terrible, it's going to smell a lot worse. Anytime a plant goes through this much effort to smell this bad, I have to take a minute and smell it. So we're live right now. Like I said, it's 10 o'clock and this is just starting to open. So check out Wood TV 8, check out WZZM 13. They've both got live camera feeds. Check in throughout the evening and you'll be able to watch this progress. And again, tomorrow is the day to come and check this out.
How long have we had this, Steve? How long have we had this plant?
So we had a question, how long have we had this plant? We received this plant as a little seedling 18 years ago. So in August of 2000, we accessioned this plant, put it into our records, and we've been growing this plant for 18 years. We just repotted it the last time in March of this year. And in March, the corm, which is a term for a type of a bulb, the corm was 53 pounds, so about the size of a big medicine ball. And we started to notice a couple weeks ago that a new bud was emerging, and we were hopeful that it would be a flower, and that was confirmed just probably a week and a half ago, and we've been watching it ever since. And here tonight, it's starting to open. So exciting stuff. And we've been watching it, this spathe, it kind of reminds me personally of an upside down umbrella. This spathe was tight against the spadix earlier today. And just tonight, starting maybe 7 o'clock or so, we started to notice that it was starting to unfurl. And like I said just a minute ago, it's out to 25 inches now across the spathe. And just within the last half hour or so, it's opened another inch or so. So throughout tonight, we expect that it's going to be open and it's going to be in its full, beautiful stink by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you'll have to stop by and see it, check the updated web feeds, and get a chance to experience this any way you can.
What time do we open up tomorrow?
So tomorrow is Thursday, and we are open to the public from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And so you'll have an opportunity to come and check it out anytime between 9 and 5 tomorrow.
Awesome. And where was it before? Did we get this from another garden? Is that right?
So a little bit of history about this plant is it was a cross from pollen from the University of California at Davis, and then the mother plant was at the Marie Selby Gardens in Florida, and they were able to set seed, and then they sprouted those seedlings, and we received that small seedling from the Selby Gardens in Florida 18 years ago. And so we've been growing it ever since, putting it in bigger pots and bigger pots and bigger pots. And I think the next time we repot it, we're going to have to make our own custom wooden pot, because this is about as big of as a nursery container as we can purchase. So it's really a big plant at this point. I'm 6'4", and you can see that it's just a little bit above me. So I suspect that we'll get a little bit more growth out of it between now and the end of the day tomorrow.
Awesome. Somebody would like to have you describe the smell, if you can.
Well, it's interesting because the question was, can we describe the smell? And I'll describe that here in just a second. But one of the great things, we have a lot of wonderful, sister organizations that helped us determine when this was going to bloom and that type of thing. And we have great friends out at the Chicago Botanic Gardens. And my friend Tim out at Chicago Botanic Gardens wrote a whole blog that we actually linked to on our own page that describes the chemicals that are, that produce the smell and kind of the morphology behind the smell. And it's a combination of everything between dirty gym socks and, a rotten carcass on the side of the road to maybe a little bit of body odor. It's just starting to waft here a little bit, but I can't hardly help myself. I kind of enjoy the fact that it's starting to smell, because you don't get a chance. I've been at the gardens here for 21 years, and I'm just totally blown away by this. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Somebody else want to know how long does the bloom last once it's open?
Yeah, so if we start the countdown right now, and so between now and the time this will open completely tomorrow, and then it will start to close back up again. And I think by tomorrow evening into Saturday morning, perhaps, it'll be all the way closed again. And then this will start to soften, and it will collapse within a couple days. And we're going to leave this out here until this whole form collapses, and then we'll bring it back into one of our production greenhouses so that we can kind of take a look and dissect it a little bit. But so I think over the next 48 hours, you're going to be able to see it. Over the next 24 hours is when it's going to really be open enough to see the full color inside.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's great.
All right. Well, I thank you all for joining us. This will be available for you to see, throughout the day on our Facebook page. And it's really exciting. So make sure you're following us on social media. Thanks a lot.